Yeah, man. Good morning, y'all. I think it's the 18th. I think it's the 18th of April 2021. So, somebody messaged me and uh, telling me about all the things that gang stalkers are doing to them. I'm like, welcome to my world. I know it's a little bit harsh, but um, they're talking about holograms and jumping on them and doing stuff to them. And I'm like, yeah, they could get real bad. It really can. Um, I was real simple about like how do I want to help this person, because there's nothing I could do really. I mean, they've been doing it to me for years. Like, I mean, I know the procedure, but um, I'm kind of taking it a different route, man, and I don't really know why, man. It's almost like it's a pathway that's meant for me. So, um, but how can I help this person? Okay, so um, I tell them, here's the rules, here's the guidelines. This is what you do. All right. Open your laptop. Step one. All right. If you don't have a laptop, then get one. No matter what. Okay. If you gotta flip some doji coins or cut some grass or whatever, get $140 and go buy the cheapest Windows PC laptop at Walmart. If for whatever you got to do, they're not expensive, so get one. All right, and that's step one. Okay. Step two, look up how to enable Apache server and the PHP libraries. Okay. Um, if you don't know what that means, you don't know what those things are, then read about it. Okay. Go and read about it and study those things. And okay, so this is going to enable you to access the full internet and be able to process PHP sites and access all these private sites around everywhere and um, gang stalking stuff. You'll be able to find it. Okay, so that's a big step. Boom, it puts you into the mix. All right, and that makes you about 1,000 times more dangerous to anyone who's wanted to gang stalk you and do broadcast live streams and mess with you or whatever. Don't be a dummy and sit there and not do these things and go about like 1,000 other different ways like me. Okay, I'm telling you the real pathway. All right, I got a lot of people working against me. Okay, and I could take the same pathway, and I have, and then they crash my stuff, and you know what? I don't even try that hard because I'm doing something else. All right, and my pathway is not the same as everyone else's pathway, and so, but I'm telling you the truth. Okay, telling you the real truth, and this is what you need to do. Okay. Um, Number two, um, once you got those things working, all right, then you're in the mix. All right, number two, look into HTTP requests and API calls and all that type of stuff. Okay, those are very important because all of these things are things that are going on under the surface. Okay, and it's the stuff that gang stalkers are using. Okay, and become familiar with your command line or PowerShell or whatever, and get that Apache server and that PHP working, and that's localhost, and figure out what it means if you don't know what it means, and then do those things, and that's going to put you in the mix, and then you learn about the API calls and what that means, and all of these things are going to take you if you get determined and you get serious about it, it's going to take you a couple of weeks, really, if you're very determined. You could become very, very good at all of this stuff in a matter of months. But not doing these things, you got years of being gang stalked, and that's what it'll be. Okay, you probably already spent some. All right, if you want weeks of this to be left over for you and then it to be over with, the first thing that's going to happen when you get those, when you get PHP enabled and localhost, they're gonna run away. All right, they're gonna run away because that already is allowing you to see too much. Too much. Just like that's what they do. All this gang stalking and broadcast stuff, they're doing live streams, all right? And so they're doing all of that stuff. Look, if you learn about those little things I said, Apache server, PHP, API calls, all the HTTP stuff going on under the surface, okay? Learn about it, all right? And nobody's going to just tell you, hey, do this, do that. Go and study those things and learn about them like it's your final exams coming up, all right? And you know, start working on little projects with script editors and you know, websites, and do your own little projects. But all of these skills and this knowledge is going to enable you to see what they're doing, okay? And if you can see what they're doing, then they're effectively caught, all right? So they're going to be going away, all right? And they have no incentive to be around you doing anything with holograms and broadcasts and any of that if they can't put it out there like, this is what they do. That's how they make money. They're doing these things. They're doing live streams, and all of this stuff is on the under, man. When you start unraveling everything that they've been doing against you and hiding on your own stuff, it's all on your own stuff. They're doing all this stuff on our own accounts, our own devices, and our own networks, and they have to. It's the flaw of their methods. It's the way it has to be for them. And it's the flaw to gang stalking, and it's how they're going to be caught. It's how they're already getting caught. So if you want them to quit gang stalking you, then take those steps and let me know your progress. You know, I would love to hear about it. I can tell you that when I started learning HTML and CSS and writing my own website 3 or 4 years ago, like back in like 2000. Probably 17, okay? Maybe 18, 17 or 18. You know, when I started doing all of that and I got my PHP working and Apache and all of that stuff, they didn't stop gang stalking me, but they stopped messing with any of my devices. Okay, they wasn't on any of my devices, and it was just a matter of time if I would have kept digging, but I kind of like stopped there, and I didn't get into the server side languages and really understanding PHP because I was doing this at the time. I was doing it to build a website. I was trying to build a website. I was learning how to build a website from scratch, not from a template where you pick, you know, how you want it. No, I was writing it from a text editor. All right, and I was learning it, and that got them off my devices real quick because they got scared. And if I would have continued down that pathway, it wouldn't have been very long before they would have been off of my channel and everything else, and I probably would have had the neural monitoring, okay? But like I said, I got a different pathway. That is gonna be my pathway too. I'm about to stop being dumb and do what I'm telling everybody else to do because I know it's the real way. It's the only real way other than, you know, proving everything, but then you do that, and that's how you can prove everything. You can see everything they're doing. So, you know, I'm about to send a bunch of gang stalkers to jail. That's what I'm going to do. I am. I'm going to send a bunch of gang stalkers to jail, and I'm about to get paid. All right? That's what's about to happen. Dead ass. I ain't playing around at all. I'm about to get extra paid. All right? A bunch of gang stalkers are going to jail, bruh. You're all going to jail. That's what's going on here. But before I do that, though, I'm a spread the word like a virus, bro. It's gonna go around everywhere, and these gang stalkers are gonna start collapsing, and their whole little subculture of terrorism and haterism and destruction. It's about to be over with. It's about to be over with. We're gonna call ourselves the PHP gods after that. All right, we're gonna take that name away from y'all because y'all going to jail, and we're gonna repossess all the things that are ours.